I have chosen for this presentation the Aberdeen Proving Ground, which they call the Army's Home of Technology, located in Maryland on the shores of the Chesapeake Bay. This installation started being built in October of 1917, and the Proving Ground was recognized in March of 1918, as did the other installation, Edgewood Arsenal, for which both of these installations joined together in 1971. The Proving Ground were expanded with $2 million that President Roosevelt authorized in 1933 for road and test facilities. These grounds kept growing over the years and now cover over 72,500 acres, with over half being wetlands or water. Besides having engineering test courses for tracked and wheeled vehicles, the facilities has workers who research computer technology, medical, and military intelligence. According to their website, they employ over 21,000 people, with civilians, contractors, and military personnel. With $1 billion in development and research resources, they are a huge key to the international counterterrorism effort as well as our national homeland defense. The Aberdeen Proving Grounds have nearly 300 miles of roads and a little over 40 miles of track and specialized facilities that include 5 engineering and 1 material research lab. These facilities are highly praised for their development, evaluation, research, and testing for military equipment and weapons, and has some of the top-notch administrators, research engineers, scientists, and technicians in the world. According to the article that began this assignment, the Secretary of Transportation in November of 2016 launched a search for 10 facilities to be designated the United States Department of Transportation Automated Vehicle Proving Grounds, for which they received around 60 applications for the consideration. The winners were then announced the day before former President Obama left office. They are hoping that President Trump's administration will continue to support the project. Among the 10 sites chosen include the American Center for Mobility that is being built in Ypsilanti, Michigan, at a former 300-acre General Motors plant costing around $80 million. The state of Michigan has pledged $20 million for economic development, and the rest of the money will be coming from the federal government and the private business sector. According to the article, AT&T is the first corporate partner providing cell network service through 2020. All 10 of these facilities have 4 criteria to follow once chosen. The first is they all have to be up and running by January 1st, 2018. The second is that the data generated by each proving ground will be shared. The third is the facility provides a designated point of contact. And lastly, if using any public roads, that they are working with communications to any concerns they may have with this project, like stoplight installation, fiber optics, express toll lanes, and any other safety-related issues. According to the Maryland's Automated Vehicle Research and Production Corridor, application for the designation of Automated Vehicle Proving Grounds pilot program, on page 2, the state of Maryland proposed the AV designation along the I-95 corridor from the Aberdeen Proving Ground region just north of Baltimore to the Fort Meade and University of Maryland region in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Maryland's proposed corridor is a one-stop shop for the development, testing, and implementation of AV technology and provides the environment for AV to go from inception to implementation and manufacturing using established facilities and expertise. The corridor that they propose covers the area of the fourth largest marketplace in the United States and includes major routes as well as state operated signals with ports and an international airport. It has the government proving grounds, distribution centers, and multi-module transit operations. There are 3 tiers to the project, and all are an important part to being successful. The first tier is the research and development that has already been occurring at the Aberdeen Proving Grounds so that the environment on testing can be controlled and closed course. The next tier will take place at public facilities to stimulate and have a real world experience, followed by the last tier where they will test private and public sector in order to get the project on the real roads by making the parts needed for supplying these types of self-driving vehicles. The state of Maryland already has a facility at the University of Maryland's Department of Aerospace Engineering called the Autonomous Vehicle Laboratory. It pursues self-driving applications for civilian and military use with a visual tracking system that provides real-time feedback. The list of facilities and people working on this project goes for pages and includes the Army, Johns Hopkins, Morgan State University, and the National Transportation Center, just to name a few. According to page 6 of the application, it states that the Maryland Cybersecurity Center has started working with the Ford Motor Company through a strategic partnership agreement on data analytics and cybersecurity related to autonomous vehicles. As a result, an AV cybersecurity lab has already been established for testing on real-world vehicles. Researching for this presentation was very interesting, and I learned a lot about what goes on into making this huge project to get off the ground. I am hoping within the next few years we can hear about the breakthrough in the self-driving vehicle world. Thank you.